Hello, folks. My name is Christopher Emmerling. I'm a member of the Innovations of Special Education Technology, a subdivision of Council for Exceptional Children. And I'm here to talk to you a little bit today, particularly targeting parents during the coronavirus pandemic with our students at home and you now becoming the primary teacher, trying to leverage the devices that are currently in your environment and you have access to. So, what I'm particularly talking about are those home AI devices. So, Alexa, Siri, Google Assistant, Microsoft Cortana, excuse me. Those are the primary ones that people are familiar with by name. I know I use Siri, I have an iPhone, and I also have a few Amazon Alexas set up in my house. And a lot of us kind of think that they're primarily for either queuing up the weather, or maybe requesting your favorite song, or asking for a particular recipe to come over the speaker and talk it out to us while we're cooking, while we're in the kitchen. But there are a few interesting elements to it and accessibility features that people aren't really aware of. And I'm going to particularly talk and focus in on the Amazon Alexa today and walk you through certain things that you can do as a parent on the back end just to create a little bit more structure for your students, to engage your children in a different way. It does take a little bit of time, but Amazon's gone ahead and really made it very user-friendly and intuitive and taken a lot of the coding and the legwork out of it. So let's get a jump on it. So since we're focusing on Amazon Alexa today, one of the cool things that they've done on the back end is created the Amazon blueprints for the Amazon skills. And a skill is essentially just the different sort of interactions that you have with your Amazon Echo in your home, in your environment. And this allows you to customize them particular to your needs for your home, yourself, really starting to tailor the Amazon experience to your lifestyle. So first things first, we would open up our browser and we would go to an Amazon blueprint. We would just type into the search bar and it'd be the first thing that comes up. I've gone to it quite a few times. As it opens, if you weren't logged in, I'm already logged into it, you would just use your Amazon account information. So anything that's you have already linked to the Amazon marketplace, you would just use the same email and password to log in. So as we orientate ourselves towards the screen, we start seeing these little boxes, and these are the blueprints that they've created on the back end. There's about 30 of them or so, and they've categorized them the best they could. So these are specific for home. FaceTime recommended for these ones. They have learning and knowledge. They have some fun and games. They have storytellers, greetings, and community organizations and business. So a lot of different opportunities for you as the user to create these skills for your home. So if we're now considering you as a primary parent and you have your child home, children with disabilities, as we know, and all children, really do well with schedules, and they do well with maintaining certain schedules and having an environment that is well structured to be predictable and meet their needs. So one that I think is particularly cool is this chore chart. So if we open it up, right? So we have our kids home, we have chores, we want to make sure that they're doing their chores, they're doing their daily activities of daily living. It's now been about 3 months since the students have been home. We're looking at another 3 months. We don't know what's going on in the fall. Good opportunity for us now to start creating environmental opportunities and reminders for them to make their bed in the morning, do the dishes, whatever chores that are particular to your student in your household, we can go and program here. So we'll go create your own, and it has four steps in this skill in particular. So you have the setup, you have the assign, the experience, and then the name. So we're assigning now. So household members, it already comes pre-filled with 4 names. You can easily change it to Chris, Jared, Gail, and Robert. Say these are everyone in your household. And then scrolling down, it comes preloaded with a few chores, pretty typical ones that go on in everyone's household. There might be something particular to your house. Say you have a dog and your child's job is to feed the dog every day. So I'll go and feed the dog. Great. So from here, I'm going to move on to assign. It's going to have you go through each household member individually. So let's say my child is Jared, and I want my son to remember to feed the dog every day. So I'm going to come down to chores. I'm going to pull in the drop-down menu, feed the dog. And I want him to remember to feed the dog every day. So I'm going to highlight every day of the week, and I'm going to create a reminder for him. So let's say the dog usually eats dinner with us. So I'm going to say 6 p.m. We're going to have a reminder, and then you pull down on this device drop-down menu, and it'll have either the Echo Dot, which I have offline right now, all the Amazon devices that you have linked to your account. Currently, I only have the show. I will go and select that. And maybe I want to add another chore for Jared. Maybe I want to make sure that every day when he gets up, he remembers to make his bed. That's important, especially Monday through Friday. Create a routine, create structure, and predictability. So I'm going to have a reminder set, and let's say he wakes up at 8 a.m. every day, and selecting the device. This is a good opportunity if you have a device in your child's bedroom. You would be able to go ahead and select the one in their bedroom. So as their alarm goes off, there's a cue that reminds them to make their bed in the morning. Great, so here on step 3, we get to tailor and individualize the experience for the skill even further for our home environment, for our student, for our child. So there are a few different initiations, phrases, or commands that can be made. Again, we've created the skill so that there are reminders, consistent reminders every day. But these skills can also be activated if there was no reminder. If, say, I wanted my children to go in and check how many chores they had for the day, if I pre-programmed it the night before or for the week, they can go in every day and see how many chores they have by the initiation phrase, which will be usually typically the name of the skill. We'll be handling that in step 4. But once they initiate, Alexa will use one of these phrases to greet them. Hi there. It's chore time, let's get some work done. Maybe our student, maybe our child needs a little bit more direct of a command. So these pre-programmed ones we just know won't really work for them. So we can develop ones that say like, Jared, time to do our chores. Great. Moving down, there are encouragement phrases. This will be read to the child after the command is made. So we can leave the ones that are in here, we can take some away, we can individualize it and personalize it. Jared, you can do it. Awesome. Moving down, there's behavior-specific praise opportunities. So once the alarm goes off, or if the chore chart is read and makes a command of the student, it is then requires the student or the individual, the child, to tell the Alexa that the chore is complete. Alexa, all done. Alexa, we've finished. At this point, Alexa will read it check off the chore, know the chore is done for the day, and provide behavior-specific praise. It comes with these preloaded. Again, if we want to make it a little bit more personalized for our child, because maybe that is something that we know individually that they need, we can go ahead and add their name or maybe a particular phrase that's used commonly in the household. The final part of this step 3 is free day. So if you remember from step 2 when I was assigning, making the bed is not a big deal for me as a parent on the weekend. I'm really concerned with it Monday through Friday, getting them up and out of the bed and starting the day and having that daily routine. But weekends are a little bit more relaxed. So on the weekend, if my child goes to check if they have any chores that day, but they don't, these would be one of the phrases that the child would be met with, the Alexa would respond with. And the final part here, background image. So most of the Alexa devices are either the Echo Dot, and they're voice-only experiences. This one that I've connected it to, if you remember, I've connected it to the Echo Show. And the Echo Show does have a screen. There will be no images that are partnered with this skill. That does take a little bit more coding, different programs, a little bit more knowledge in that area. But we can pick a particular color for the entire skill. Maybe green is our child's favorite color. We can go ahead and add that. Again, customizing it even just a little bit more, a little bit further. So we have one final step in the sequence before we can publish it, and it's just naming our chore chart. So we can leave it simply as that. We can name it Jared's chore chart, my chore chart. This is so my children or my students can access their chore chart without the reminder. So we already have reminders set up at 2 points throughout the day for walking the dog and making the bed. But if we had more chores listed in their chart, they can activate it by using the activation name or the activation phrase, which would just be, Alexa, open my chore chart. So I'm going to just create the skill. It does take a moment. When it is created, it's created just to the Alexa device that you've pre-chosen for it to go to. Nobody outside of the home can access it, nobody outside of even that one device. So if you have multiple devices in the house that you've not connected it to, it will only be for the one specific device. Again, this is what comes free with Amazon. They've created these blueprints for anybody with an Amazon account. There are different programs and a little bit more coding needed if you want to create some more complex skills, or maybe skills with videos or skills with images, and I can definitely go into that in another video. But for the sake of this is a very intuitive and easy way for you now as the parent for the remainder of the school year, into the summer, and possibly into the fall, depending upon how things look, to start creating more structure to the environment and maintaining schedules for your students with and without disabilities, and just really start tailoring your home environment to your child's needs. So again, my name is Christopher Emmerling. I'm with the Innovations of Special Education Technology ISET Division of Council for Exceptional Children. This is part of the Least You Need to Know series. Thanks so much.